about your time as a pro-civil rights activist, Austin restaurant desegregation that you helped with as a young man.
When I was probably a sophomore in the University of Texas, we picketed a restaurant that I used to like called The Plantation, and it was a 24-hour place we always went to, but they were segregated. So we decided to integrate them, and what we did was we picketed out in the parking lot, and then we'd come in and only order coffee and sit there for hours talking, solving the problems of the world, but not ordering any food. And after a few weeks of this, it broke the place, and they integrated because of us. And the street that the Plantation was on, Plantation is now gone, but the street, 19th Street in Austin, is now called Martin Luther King Boulevard. So that is some progress. Yes. I also tried to integrate the Greek system in my senior year at college, came very, very close to doing it, but did not.
Okay. What is your opinion of Ann Richards?
Ann Richards was a great one. She and I are kindred spirits. She used to come to a lot of my shows in Austin. She was a very, very funny person. And on top of that, you know, she's a better man than most. She was very tough. She belonged to the breed that I think made Texas great. And we will miss her.
Yes. She had a history of substance abuse. Can you tell us what you know about her overcoming that?
Well, I don't know a lot, except I know she did. Some people can beat their demons, defeat their demons, struggle with them and beat them, and those people are stronger than most people. And some of them go to rehab, some don't. I know Willie does not believe in rehab. He says that's just where they go to rest up before they come back at us again. So I tend to believe that rehab can work, and I definitely want to see it used more in Texas. I want the money that we're spending fighting a losing war on drugs to be put into treatment and education, so we can empty the prisons. We have the biggest prison system in the world. You know, we've got a workforce here that's incredible. Let's put these prisoners to work, do something with them, but get the non-violent offenders who are just drug offenders, get them out if we can, to make room for the really bad guys, the pedophiles, and of course the politicians.
A good ending to that. If we manage to rid ourselves of the task test, how will you compensate the state for the loss of federal funding for our schools?
Well, as I understand it right now, the tax test is not bringing in that much money. I mean, for the feds, that the test is costing so much to write and distribute and pay all these so-called experts to write it. And it's not teaching anything. It's teaching a very narrow line. So kids are not sure if the Civil War took place here or in Europe. They don't know because it wasn't on the test. What I want to do is bring in the Texas Peace Corps from my Peace Corps experience, which is retired folks coming back and teaching, you know, spending an hour with a class where they teach art or music or vocation or shop or life experiences. In other words, teach everything that's not on the test. That's the way you're going to get well-rounded kids who are ready for college. And of course, I'd still have some standardized tests, just like we grew up with. We got good educations. Today, the kids are not. And one reason is no really great teacher wants to teach to the test. The independent thinking teachers are getting out because of political correctness, low salaries, and teaching to the test. I think those are the three main reasons. We'll change all that.
Excellent. We were having a chat over lunch a few minutes ago, and you said something about we're going to be going on the road around Texas doing whistle stops to get the folks to vote early. And I think this is a wonderful idea, and you will be going to some of these places yourself, and not to the poll itself, but the legal limit to talk to our supporters, and this is something we can look forward to seeing yet.
Yeah, I think October 23rd is the date,
right?
I believe, when early voting starts and goes till November 3rd. And our idea is to get as many people voting early as we can. Because if the people show up to vote, if the people show up at the polls this year, I will be the governor. If they don't, if it's like it was last time with 29% voting, then Rick Perry's going to stay on and be the longest serving governor in the history of this state. And I think everybody seems to agree that he's been around a long time. He's had 6 years to do whatever he's going to do. and it really is time for a change. But if we don't vote, that change is not going to occur. And if we do vote, then you're going to see a real ass-kicking, rip-roaring ride for Texas. And it's going to be great. It's going to change the way the world looks at Texas overnight in a very positive way.
Pinky, I really appreciate your time. I know you got to go to the cattle
Pleasure
fair
to be
in Fall
here.
tonight.
May the God of your choice bless you.
Thanks a lot. All
Thank
right.
you very much.
We got it.
Peace.
Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody says, save a horse, ride a cowboy. What? Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody says, save a horse, ride a cowboy.